That's better. Can we something more beddy? Yeah, it's better. Let's start.
Well, I mean, who starts the conversation when you're starting a podcast? How do you do it?
Strongest arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle.
I've got the nicest voice, we know that. So. Yeah. You go first. You go first because it look like a.
Well, yeah. So I guess Nout Matters.
Nout Matters. Yeah.
I mean, just chatting about normal stuff.
Yeah. The podcast about nothing, to use the Seinfeldian quote.
But yeah, with me, Macca, and
me, M. Watley. Sorry, this is the introduction. I could have just drank that before.
I know.
Yeah. So we're going under Macca and M. Watley, are we?
Yeah.
I'm Matt Watley, Matty Watley, Matthew Watley, but M. Watley's my
M.
Yeah.
Just M.
See, it's that easy. I'll just
M.
So yeah, this is Nout Matters. This is me and Macca getting together, learning the lay of the land of podcasting a bit, and having a chat while we're doing it. This is our
thing.
Oh yeah,
this is our engagement.
It is. This is our Wednesday night where we meet up. This could be the one Wednesday that we record. Yeah. We might enjoy it so much we record loads, and then that's going to be creepy. Imagine if someone found them. Like you're on someone's podcast, a completely unknown podcast.
Yeah, never released.
And then you found like you and your mate recordings of your mate.
Well, I mean, hopefully in like 50 years' time, somebody will still be listening to this because it's such an iconic introduction to a podcast.
It'll add some. It'll give you some idea of society, I suppose. A nice little microcosm. Us two having a chat.
Yeah, just what life is like in. Insert town name.
Yeah, in this specific room at this point.
But yeah, and we'll be joined by I guess in an ideal scenario, we're going to be joined by a weekly guest.
Just whoever happens to be free on the same night that we happen to have set aside.
Just people, friends, acquaintances. That's it.
I wonder if we can get any animals in on the show.
Animals could be good.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Do we know anyone with any animals?
You know someone with a cat? Just have to get it in the carry case, like.
Yeah, and we'd have to make a noise though. That's what I was going to say. So if you put it in the carry case, shit the carry case about, you've got an instant guess. I jest. I wouldn't. I don't have a carry case.
You sure about that?
It was never proved. Hey, you can join your heroes right here on this station on 69 FM. So yeah, there'll be a loose format. So the first question is, who'd win out of a fight of one hard man versus three soft men?
The three soft men.
Do you think?
Soft men, yeah.
Do you count us as soft, or?
I think we can handle ourselves if we had to.
Yeah, we're definitely not hard.
No,
definitely
we're not fighting. We don't go out fighting. We don't enjoy fighting.
Well, some people are probably just naturally hard. Yeah. Wombats, they probably don't go out and fight.
Describe a hard man.
Yeah, I'm not on about like a proper heavyweight boxer.
Right.
I'm on about
like a Phil Mitchell type.
Yeah. I guess I was probably thinking a bit more built, but yeah, you're probably right. Probably a Phil Mitchell type. Yeah, Phil Mitchell then versus who's soft? Norris from Coronation Street.
Yeah.
Roy Walker. I bet he can handle himself.
Roy Walker, yeah,
Andy can handle himself. We've got Norris.
Let it go with Roy Walker.
Roy Walker then. Norris, Roy Walker.
But then this next one's got to be really soft.
Really soft. Joe Pasquale. I reckon he can probably handle himself as well. Alan Carr. I mean, let's go there. I'm sure there's funnier to go. No, I want to go funnier. Who's soft? Who's really soft? Oh, there'll be people screaming at the radio.
Sorry, we can cut all these pauses out and just come up with a really fluid list.
That's a good idea.
Well, yeah, so let's go with the three that you picked, and I would say that those three would batter Phil Mitchell.
So Alan Carr, who was it again?
Norris from Coronation Street.
Oh my God, he gets his ass handed.
We stuck with Roy Walker.
I reckon while Phil Mitchell's kicking the fuck out of Norris, I reckon Roy Walker could get in a couple of shots that would shock.
Yeah.
And I reckon if you're in a fight situation, I think even if you're soft, you're going to give all you've got, and that's going to be a little bit annoying to someone who's battering one person. You can't batter all three.
No, that's very true.
Could batter two people, though.
I think you batter two.
Swinging his arms out left and right and kicking his legs out. How are you jumping?
But you wouldn't.
Like Dick Van Dyke.
You wouldn't do three. You couldn't do three.
You couldn't batter three people. So what happens? So what order would you batter them in then? If you were the hard man, what order would you batter?
I think you'd have to run in with one big punch. And
haymaker on who?
At the hard
on Roy.
No,
you're going in and haymaker in Roy Walker.
Yeah. While he's recovering, you just batter Norris.
Yeah, I reckon you could do it. Yeah, because all he has to do is absorb the punches of Alan Carr and Norris at that point. As long as he can absorb them, he can kick the fuck out of Roy Walker and turn his fists on them.
Yeah.
Correct, that is the right answer.
Great.
So 3 soft men. Yeah. Hello and welcome to Gardener's World featuring Bruce Forsyth. I'm afraid he's died and won't be here this evening. Goodbye.
Still to come. Not what the doctor ordered. Love Island's Dr. Alex gives his diagnosis on the home health tests he says aren't worth your money. Aren't worth your money. Aren't worth your money. Gives his diagnosis.
We were chatting about etiquette, and yours, a big one for you, is trains. But I guess so. I had a weird one today, and I think the gym is quite an obvious place for like etiquette.
Yeah,
like,
there's so much you can do
to
get in the way of someone else.
Yeah, like wipe stuff down and like asking people like when they're done with that thing and stuff.
Oh, really? Because have you ever done that dead innocently? Though?
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, like I think that like how many sets have you got left is like a. I think that's okay.
How many sets have you got left?
Yeah, so right. Waiting for...
So you should understand at this point, viewers at home, that your heroes aren't both gym rats. This one isn't, and that one's a rat. So continue.
Well, no. So I guess the one today was they have like a platform in front of the squat rack, and you stand there, but like that's in front of the mirror, and somebody is sometimes using the platform behind, and like it's a weird awkwardness of like taking turns so you can see yourself in the mirror, but even though you're not looking at yourself in the mirror, but it just seems like a weird etiquette to do it.
What, to share mirror time?
Share mirror time, yeah.
Really? That would never.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So is it like
that's just one of many gyms.
Is it like giving someone the seat on a bus if they're pregnant? Is there
kind of the same thing, yeah.
Wow. What else is there in you?
Well, there's definitely wiping down. Yeah, I'm not particularly sweaty, but the guy that I train with, his hair like is dripping, so he carries a piece of fucking toilet roll around him to wipe the things off. But there are signs saying spray, but like not spray and wipe. But most people like don't do it,
man.
Which is weird.
I mean, as you say, train etiquette. There is so much. It's the equivalent feeling of when someone slows down when you're walking behind them. You're like, why are you slow? Move to the side. It's that type of annoyance.
Yeah.
Every train etiquette. I mean, there's huge ones like deodorant on a train. Like,
don't use it.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, go to the toilet. Which even still, but like, it's like, come on, man. Like, there's people who have like asthma or whatever, and that seems really, really square to say, but it's really annoying.
Well, like I got the flip side of yesterday. Well, the reverse of that. Somebody just dropping the guts on the train repeatedly.
Oh, dude!
And it gets to a point where like people are looking at each other thinking, "Is that you?" I
went to. I think I was going to Leeds or something with my mum on the train. Cool guy, and some guy came out of the toilets. And my mum said to me, like oh, Matthew, that stinks or something. But I went to instantly like 0 to 60, like under the breath, like kind of offended. I didn't go like 0 to 60 shouting, but just like instantly, that wasn't fucking me.
Yeah.
It absolutely stunk. It's disgusting. It's like that's one. People who go to the toilet and don't close the door after them.
Don't leave it
press the button, press close. The amount of first class I've noticed, the amount of first class, because they don't have to walk past the button, they walk past the other, like go back on themselves, and they don't see the button, so they don't think to press close.
Yeah.
I'm not saying first class people don't close doors. It's not a scandal I'm trying to cause, but they don't know how to close a door on a Virgin train.
That for me,
and people don't talk about that. People don't talk.
For me, it's that awkwardness when two people go to get on the train at the same time, because there's usually like two queues funneling.
Getting the train like half an hour every day, you see the whole gamut of like people who are kind of annoying anyway.
Yeah, of course.
But even though they're trying not to be, like we go out of our way and we're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I genuinely was trying. I'm basically trying all the time.
I think I'm one of two people. I either get on and I'm just awkwardly polite and just walk slowly and
definitely.
So I think sometimes there are days where you just almost just don't look at anybody and just keep shuffling forward.
I suppose inevitably there are days like that, but I think percentage wise they're pretty remote compared to trying just not to be a dick. Yeah. But there's two things to do with doors annoy me. 3 things to do with doors. The more I think about them, I'll come up with more in a minute. But when people who repeatedly press the button and expect it to act quicker, it's like millennia of ergonomics have gone into button pressing, levers, doorknobs. You wouldn't believe it. They've got taps now. It's brilliant. Pressing it quicker, and it still takes 3-4 seconds and slowly open. And then on the other side, you've got people directly stood in your way, acting like you're able to walk through them. You're not platform 9 3/4, my friend. Fuck off. Really irritating.
To be fair, though, I'll admit I am one of those people. I know.
Really? Why? Why? You're smart. Like, you know that one push is going to. That's all it takes, and you get the train enough to know that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Doors though, so on the older northern and Transpennine trains, because we live in the north, the doors, so they're not the button pressing ones, and like if somebody leaves it unlocked and it just just like a sliding door, it just bangs repeatedly. And then when nobody shuts it either, like
it's just smashing around. Yeah, is that not really dangerous? Is that not really, really dangerous? Yeah. No, the other door one for me is when people stood next to the button and don't press it, like when they're not getting off, and it's like, well, come on, like, what difficulty is that?
Any other interesting train etiquette?
Train etiquette. Farting's one. That is fair. Don't mind so much the people getting up early to get to the door. I know some people think that where you're going to go quicker or something.
Vestibule,
but sometimes it's better to not have to do that thing where you have to haunch slightly to show that you're going out, like leaning on your arm to sort of, look, I'm trying to get out at the station too, while there's people in the middle bit. So there were some planes when people, like, when you're trying to get out and you've got your head, I'm 6'3", so my head's ducked, like when I'm trying to get out from underneath like the bag thing, and you could say I should be sat down, but if I stay sat down I'm never going to get out, and people just marching past you constantly. You're like, come on, like, one person, there's a maximum of 3 of us here, like you can let 3 people out. You're not going to enjoy Malta quicker than me, because I've enjoyed Malta pretty fucking fast. Have you ever been round a feeder's house and they just start doing that stuff that feeders do to their feedee? Now, tell me, did you imagine the feeder to be male and the feedee to be female? Correct. That's always the way around it is. Here at Jones Feedees, we provide the finest quality sugars and meats for your feeder to go simply skits on your intestines with. Beef quality ice cream? You got it. Trough standard fish slop? Woo-wee. It's going to stink coming out the other end, and that's our guarantee. At Jones Feedees, your life ends before 30 or your money back, but that's not all. If you're like he's not really brain ill, but he's the sort of guy who's really into feeding people husband, your feeder will prefer to watch from behind a cardboard cutout of himself yourself wearing a left-handed drawing of your portrait. Rather than being weird about it, we here at Jones Feedies make it easy for feeders to encardboard their appearance sinistralitily, digitally placing said image onto your feeder with a cardboardy gust only surpassed by your fucked up guts. Sound convoluted? You bet your sweet dick tip it is. At Jones Feeders, we make the impossible a bit doable, but we'll moan about it the entire time, and that's a promise. Visit feederweb.com and buy the new album Tallulah today. Get massive if you want, we're not stopping you. It's a free country, or die trying. You deserve it. You fuck. Shut up. Shut up! Alright, would you rather you were in Big Brother for half a year or you were filmed for a full year throughout your waking life? Only when you were awake. And, like, to the point when they thought you were asleep and they kind of maybe turned up at, like, 6:30 in the morning to start filming you. So you were probably awake or about to be awake.
Right. And but just at work or literally
everywhere, literally everywhere. Maybe you get the bathroom, but like not to an insane level where they'll be like, "Come on, like, you're taking the piss now." Brother, right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose so. But you'd be allowed to do what you want to do for it instead, and go to work. Unless they were no, they're not paying you for some reason. This is a court order thing because you've been peeping on people and banging dogs. That's why you've got
okay, and then obviously there'd be other people in the Big Brother house as well that would know that was me.
Oh, see what you've been...
I want there to be other people in the Big Brother
You want your
house.
Fame, the reason you're in the Big Brother house is because you've been banging dogs.
Maybe.
Well, you never know.
The dog banger.
Okay.
Well, I mean, people would not respond well to that if you were forced to stay in a house with them.
No, but then they'd see the true side of you and think, well, he's still a fucking dog banger.
At the end of the day,
he still bangs dogs.
Yeah. No, I think I would take the year of being filmed every waking minute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As a punishment for having banged a dog to death. Well, what did you think? You enjoyed it? Sicko.
I've got to be a dog banger in both scenarios.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can kind of take dog banger out of it. Would you rather be in Big Brother?
No, I'd rather have the year.
A full year of dog banger.
How about you?
And I've banged a dog.
Yeah, and you've banged as many as me.
But you're like when you're the equivalent of if I ordered soup, you're getting steak. That's the amount of dog joke. That's not a fair comparison. Probably waking life, I guess. Yeah,
because you wouldn't in that scenario. You wouldn't miss out on anything.
Well, about a third of a year for Big Brother, like 4 months. Say 4 months. It's still shit, wouldn't it?
Am I a dog banger in this scenario?
we'll take that off the table and put it in the kennel.
4 months of that to prove to the country.
Oh yeah,
that you're not a dog or that you're
That's
a nice
good
person.
Point. That's a good
bang
point.
Dogs.
Yeah, it was just a series of mistakes.
Oh, I can see how that would have happened. I can see how people would think that. You've got your dick in the dog.
I thought this was dogging. Wait till I tell him. He's really had
I get my hands on him.
He's good. He said, "Right, monkey, you me. I look right plonker." All these dogs have laid him awake.
So yeah, but I think in that scenario, the 4 months.
Yeah, that's a good point. She would get to prove to the nation.
But actually, you've been. So let's. This is what we've not thought about is if you're getting filmed every waking minute of your life. What's the purpose of that? Is that getting shown to the country as well? Is that surely? Is that?
For some reason, it does feel more private, doesn't it? Like it's just going to be the police seeing it. Yeah.
One person has to watch it. One other person.
Yeah.
And you don't get to pick.
Yeah.
Just a random person has to watch you.
Yeah. An up and coming star gets to watch you, so at some point they can use you as an anecdote on a TV show. Oh no, I don't want an up and coming star watching my private life.
You just end up being really you end up being a really safe, quiet person.
It completely changes your personality forever.
I'm just going to sit down for countdown.
Yeah, that, or you, like, after a year, you go absolutely dog-banging mental. And I'm using that as a metaphor for craziness, not for actual...
Not for your extracurricular.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're just opening up the doors right now, but there's a private element to the year, so I think I would...
Go for a quote.
Prefer the year than Big Brother.
Right.
So, who would you not have in the Big Brother house?
Hitler. I'd see my ass with him.
Of course.
Yeah, but also he'd be dead. And he'd probably wouldn't necessarily stink. He's probably 8 now.
No. You can have living and dead people.
Right. In that case, Biggie Smalls then, mate. Again, him in the house.
Living and dead, but people you wouldn't want.
People I wouldn't want. Oh, right. I don't know why I picked Biggie Smalls as a joke. He's someone who I'd be interested to talk to. I'd be like, oh, yeah, mate. That lyric and warning that you did, that call the coroner, it's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing unless my burglar alarm starts ringing. It's class. Cheers, Biggie. He'll go, no worries, what will you? Like, I can't believe he knows my name. Who wouldn't I want? Goebbels, no. Oh, I wouldn't. No, those are given. Those are
not. Let's not. No, just people that would be annoying.
Norris, Phil Mitchell.
After they've had the softies versus hardies fight.
That is an unusual choice. Stiffies versus. Yeah. Who would be the most annoying? Who feels the need to always be on all the time? I mean, I guess it's unfair to say that about celebrities because they do have to be on when they're in public eye. But who's...
Greg Wallace.
Jim Davidson.
Yeah.
He'd be really annoying.
Michael Barrymore you could have, because it'd be good to have some people in where you're not sure...
Oh, you mean you don't know whether he'd be alright?
Whether they're like, well, Jim Davidson, racist, I guess. Michael Barrymore, promiscuous.
So
like maybe
he's not shy of a scandal.
So it'd be good to have some people there where it's unknown, like they're still there.
Well, Mario Balotelli. he'd be contentious, wouldn't he? He'd get on some people's nerves. Jim Davidson would hate him.
Very true. You'd have somebody that would kick around though, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, that's he's not there for your amusement though, I assume, because I don't think he'd want to have a kickabout with you eventually, would he? And you'd probably have to spend 50 packets of cigarettes on getting a bottle, or however it works in that hellhole. Someone really thick. So anyone. There'll be someone I don't know who's on a TV show who makes their living based on the fact that they're...
Stacey Solomon.
Yeah, but she seems all right.
She seems like but you said just somebody.
Yeah, you're right. But I think part of that might have been a little bit of an act. Maybe, do you not think?
Yeah,
it is so long ago that I might even be thinking of someone completely different. But yeah, you're right. I would probably find it quite annoying, but that's because we're just live such disparate lives.
Yeah, sure.
But you're right. That ballpark. Jade Goody would probably be annoying.
I did think of that. That was
just because she has a bit of the Jim Davidson about her as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, maybe that was just ignorance, and that's a bit unfair.
Well, shows like that, they love outrageous people, don't they?
Yeah. That first series of Big Brother was interesting, wasn't it? With all like the passing of the notes and stuff and voting people out. Do you remember?
Yeah. I think I seem to remember watching it a little bit when I was younger. The first few series were like pretty alright.
A bit sociological almost.
But once it becomes so repetitive.
Yeah.
Just watching people do stuff. It used to annoy me because it used to take over like 3 channels as well. Channel 4, like E4.
Oh, yeah.
And E4 plus 1, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Well before the Big Bang Theory. That's something I've never enjoyed.
No.
Why is that meant to be funny? It's like someone's done a bad version of Niles, and then because it's talking about science, it's meant to be funny or on some sort of intellectual level.
But it's not. At the end of it, it's still dead.
You're not Red Dwarf, mate. Sure.
Excuse me. I was wondering if you could recommend something.
Oh, sure.
Load up on guns, bring friends, fun to lose, to pretend she's overboard, but still for sure. No, the dirty word.
Goodbye.
So yeah, thanks for listening to those who've listened, who've got to this bit. I guess if you haven't, then you won't be hearing this, so it's irrelevant. This is the stuff you just listened to was actually like the best stuff that the gold. So I imagine some of the dross that we had to cut out.
Yeah, there was plenty of it, and thanks for listening. We'll be covering some more hard-hitting topics next week. But remember, if you can't be good,
keep your eyes on the road. Nout Matters.